Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all another episode of Running With You. And today we got to run about, red flags to spotting men. Today, with this one, I'm going to help out the ladies. I had a video helping out men, spotting out red flags in women, things to look out for that can, you know, hopefully save you from going too deep into a relationship. And today I'm going to just go ahead on and give a few tips and things to look out for in men when it comes to having discernment, when it comes to the men that you're dating, when it comes to eliminating certain men from your dating pool, when it comes to uh you picking the best man out of all the men that you are currently talking to. Now, mind you, I feel like when it comes to women, I think you should be talking to minimum 2 dudes. Like, you should have enough discernment to where you're not even talking to 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes. Like, that's way too much. Ain't no way you thinking all these 5 to 7, 8 dudes are great potential uh long-term relationship matches. 2 dudes at most. 2 dudes at most you should be dating. And this is some advice that even if I was to have a daughter, I would share the same advice, because this is just the way that I think a woman should carry herself when it comes to being a single woman out here dating. So first and foremost, if you're dating, you already want to eliminate a certain type of guy from your dating pool, because he's just not going to be the type of guy that's going to be able to provide emotional support, security, provide any type of financial security, things of that nature. And I am an advocate for women messing with a guy who got their things together. Now, can he have aspirations? Can he have goals, but not just be there yet? Yes. But you just can't be nobody that ain't got nothing going on for yourself. Like, those guys, they might could talk a good game, but at the same time, you got to be able to show some action behind your words. Now, when it comes to women, y'all women got to realize a lot of stuff dudes are doing, they're doing it strictly for the sake of getting your draws. Like, they're doing it, is they're gonna tell you, or they do want to vibe with you, they want to chill with you, they want to see where things go. All that are just things to keep you on that hamster wheel. You're gonna be trying to extract money from him, you're gonna be trying to extract resources from him, you're gonna be trying to extract commitment from him in a relationship. He's just gonna be trying to extract sexual access to you. That's all he gonna want. As long as he could get sexual access to from you without getting a title, he's going to be good. Why buy the milk? Why buy the cow when you could get the milk for free? So never give it up too early. That's the first thing. Like, never give it up too early. And if a dude is talking to sexual early, automatic red flag. Like, one thing I'm starting to hear a lot of women say now, oh, I can't stand no lustful man. Oh, a lustful man is just a turn off. Oh, it give me the ick. A lustful man. Like, y'all just learn a new word and just run with it. But that's correct though. If a guy is just talking too freaky, automatic red flag. If a guy is saying all the cliches, oh, let me get in the shower with you, you about to get in the shower, or let me send me a picture when you get out the shower, send me some sexy pictures, sending any type of explicit, penis pictures to you. Not planning a date and want to come straight to your house when he first meets you. Not planning a date and want you to come straight to his house when he first meets you. Like, at least if they're gonna care about you, they're gonna know that, okay, I gotta at least take this girl out. I gotta at least court this girl. I gotta at least show some type of effort that I'm really interested in her and really want to get to know her. And one thing about a man, when he really interested in you, as far as a relationship go, he's not even too much thinking about sex. He just want to be around you. He literally just want to be around you, be in your presence, and get to know you. Because he's trying to figure out, okay, she seemed like wifey material, but let me pick her brain and let me just see if we're going to be compatible. So sex is kind of like I ain't gonna say the furthest thing from his mind, but that's something that's down the line. But when he really ain't trying to build no type of future relationship with you, he just wants sexual access. That's gonna be the first thing on his mind, you know. So any type of man that's just coming off way too sexual, too many sexual jokes, too many sexual advances and things of that nature, automatic red flag. Uh Another red flag I would say for a woman that you gotta watch out for in men is a man that if he's if he seems like a playboy, 9 times out of 10 he's a playboy. Like a man who ain't really got a lot of women, you ain't gonna even get that type of vibe from him in the first place. You know, now if you get that vibe from him, it's probably chances are he's gonna be a playboy. It's kind of like Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs, you know, he's a playboy, but at the same time, one thing about a playboy, they're gonna have the gift of gab to make it seem like they're not. Or they could say, yeah, I had my fair share of women and be straight up with you, but at the same time know how to say all the right things still to get sexual access. And there's some of the guys who they could play it smooth, they could play the long game. You know, they ain't gonna show you no type of signs that they are a playboy, that they get around with so much women. They always in the clubs, they're always, you know, probably trying to thirst trap on social media. You know, they don't do none of those things, but behind the scenes they a dog. To their partners they a dog. In that group chat, that group chat that they in with their partners, oh, if you only knew, it's in that group chat. But you know, a lot of men, they know how to be a real chameleon. You know, they really know how to, you know, adapt to their environment and make it work for them. So one thing I can say, if you could see it off rip, follow your gut. What y'all got that woman's intuition? Y'all always have woman intuition, but that woman's intuition will never kick in when it comes to dealing with this bad dude, this bum baby daddy. Like that woman intuition seems to always be nowhere to be found when it comes to, you know, having discernment to pick the right man. But another red flag, I would say, a man with a lot of kids. If he has a lot of kids, that shows lack of sexual discipline. That shows lack of, you know, having a stable one family household. You know, now if he got two, you know, depending on his age, if he got two different, but when I say a lot of different kids, I'm talking about a lot of different kids by multiple women. Now if he just got 4 kids, but he was in a long-term relationship with one woman, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But if you got 4 kids, 3 different baby mamas, 4 different baby mamas, 5 different baby mamas, 5 kids, that's a difference. You know, you gotta, that's a red flag that you might want to stay away from right there, because that just show a lack of responsibility. Like you got all these broken homes around town and you can't be in all of them life like how you want to be, you know. So I would say that's a red flag. Um Another red flag I would say, um certain jobs, anything that involves traveling, anything that involves club promotion, anything that involves uh, nightlife, anything that involves uh, one-on-one training and working out and all that, you know, anything that just involves anything one-on-one with other women, 9 times out of 10 he wanted that job just to have the access to these women. Or he probably was kind of good at it and he felt like, okay, well, this is just gonna be a byproduct. It's just gonna be help me funnel through more women and more women. Another thing, a man that has dating apps. If he have one dating app, depending on the dating app, he might could get away with it. He might actually be looking for love, you know, depending on the dating app. But it better be like a formers only. It better be a Christian mingle. If it's like BLK, oh no, he trying to get down. He trying to get down. He trying to go up in there and clean up with as many women as he can. Like a lot of dudes, when it comes to dating apps, they're not looking for their wife. They're looking for sexual access. Now, is there stories out there where people get married? Yes, but for the most part, especially if he's attractive, he's on there trying to smack. He's on there trying to clap cheeks. So if you look at a dude phone and he got a lot of dating apps, mm-mm. And another thing, women, when it comes to if you dating two dudes and you're trying to figure out which one to choose, and you're trying to figure out how to go about having sex with one of these dudes or both of them, this is my advice. When it comes to women and sex, in my opinion, I think a woman should only be having sex with a guy they're in a relationship with. That's just me. I think a woman should not have no sexual partners all over. They shouldn't be having multiple friends with benefits, multiple one night stands. In my opinion, that's a whore. A woman can't be like men. A woman don't have no hoes. A woman just got a bunch of niggas that they a hoe to. That's all that is. It's not the same. It's in fact, double standards do exist. But when it comes to that, I think a woman should, whoever you vibing with the most, whoever you kicking it with the most, whoever you see got the most potential, that's the one that you eventually start to become exclusive with. When you start to become exclusive with him, you cut off the other dude. After that, in my opinion, I think sex is a huge part of a relationship. After a while, then you go ahead on, have sex with him, see how it is. If you like it, then go ahead on, see how things work out. If he ain't acting funny or changing, because once a dude get that coochie sometime, that's when he'll go to changing. Like all the stuff that he was doing, putting his best foot forward and all this and all that. Once he didn't got it, he ain't got to do it no more. Like it just be tug and pull. You tugging and pull with his time and commitment and resources and money. He trying to tug and pull with your body. He trying to get this up out of you. You trying to get that up out of him. So once he get that, you ain't really got the leverage no more. Now he got all the leverage. So, and a lot of people say, oh, wait 3 months before you give it to somebody. I don't necessarily go by that. I go by how much time you spent with somebody, because you could give it to somebody after waiting 3 months, but you probably only seen them 3 times. And you could give it to somebody after 1 month, but you probably been with them multiple times out that 1 month. Y'all done went on multiple dates. Y'all done, did a whole lot of fun stuff. Y'all done went by each other's house. Y'all done cooked for each other. Y'all done did a whole lot of stuff, and it met on several occasions. So I think it's about how much time you just spent with somebody. And that's another thing. Don't give it up too quick, because you could run a good man off, because that might be a red flag to him. So just to be neutral, don't give it up too quick. I say after a good, 3 weeks to a month, if y'all just been vibing that whole time, then yeah, whenever that time right for you. But after y'all do y'all thing, if he ain't never change up, then y'all could go ahead on and get into a real relationship. And that other dude, he, made the best man win. The best man had won. Now, if you didn't like the sex and you just tried and it's just something that you can't get into, you don't want to go down no path of being unhappy and then get in a situation where you're going to feel like you're going to cheat, or just be in a situation where you're just unhappy. So at that moment, I think you should go ahead on and say you're not happy, try to work it out. If it don't work, then you just got to go ahead on and then go holler back at the other dude and give him a try if he's single. Now, that's one thing. Don't go back and try to give him a try and he in a relationship. Like, do not break up no happy home. That's another thing I feel like women shouldn't do. You should never go behind another woman. You should never lay down with a man and you know for a fact he got a woman. Like, that's nasty, first of all. And then for two, you breaking up a happy home, so you're a home wrecker. The only time I do think if a woman could be having sex with a man and they're not in a relationship is if it's a dude that is an ex that they're still cool with, and they could be like a friends with benefits type of thing. But the ex gotta be single and y'all gotta be had broke up on good terms. You know, like it was a mutual thing. Y'all just not compatible with as far as a relationship. But if he's undeserving of it, don't give it to him. Like if he just did or said something that just way left field across the line, nah, he shouldn't be able to get that privilege. Y'all got to remember, lady, what y'all got, a dude has to earn, and what y'all got is sacred. So, um, that's that's a lot of things right there. If he has any type of addiction, alcohol, any type of drugs, if he's a street dude, like if he's a street dude and you young, you might could get away with that because he probably just going through a phase. Like, I think a lot of young people go through phases. They want to go experiment with clubs. A lot of dudes, they, you know, experiment with getting in the streets, hanging with the wrong crowd, and then people grow up. Same with girls. They probably hanging with the wrong crowd and people grow up. But for the most part, you will want to not deal with a dude in the streets because it's just gonna be an ending cycle. I mean, never ending cycle. He go to jail. You gonna have to be doing all this and all this by yourself. Like, just get with a dude who got a plan. Get with you with a dude who got a job. Get with a dude who's stable for the most part. Like if he had a car for a long time, that should let you know he got stability. If he had a job for a long time, that let you know he got stability. You know, you don't want to get with nobody that's unstable, because one thing about somebody that's unstable, it's gonna be some good times and there's gonna be some bad times, and everything is just so unpredictable. You know, sometimes stability could be boring, but at the same time, stability can be, you know, the biggest safety net you can have. You know, is promised. You know, um, shit. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, listen to what he's saying. If stuff don't add up and stuff not making sense, that's a red flag. How long they've been single is definitely a red flag. If you meet a man and he's been single over 3 years, that's probably a red flag. I'm a strong believer in, if you're a good person, you're going to attract good people. Those people are going to want to lock you down. And that go for man or woman, especially a woman. Like a woman shouldn't be single for too long if she's a good woman, because it's going to be some man that's going to want to take her off the market. It's going to be some man that can see her value, you know, and at least a good man. They shouldn't be, you know, just on the market too long. You know, it just don't make sense. Like somebody gonna want to go ahead on and sweep them off their feet. Somebody gonna want to go ahead on and stamp that. So same with a man though. If a man is, you know, doing his thing, if he's not in a relationship, he must not be attracting the right type of woman. And if he's not attracting the right type of woman, something might be going on with him. And that must mean he's out here just whoring around. So always ask how long they've been single. Now, some men, they'll probably lie to you and say, oh, I only been single 2 years, but they actually been single for 5 years. So you gotta keep that in mind. Like they probably could lie, but if you ask them and then you ask them again later on in the future, if what they said first time don't match up what they said second time, then the math not math. And try to ask what they girl or they ex name was. Like if he say, oh, her name was Jennifer the first time, but then the second time she say her name was Ashley, oh yeah, stuff not adding up, you know, because a lot of dudes, they don't really just keep up with their lies. They just know they're gonna tell a lie. So yeah, been single a long time, certain job, any type of addictions, any type of playboy vibes, being too lustful from the beginning, not planning a date, want to come see you, want you to come see them and pull up. No conversation, always asking what you doing, always asking how your day was, always saying good morning, no type of depth when it comes to conversation, because that lets you know they probably never dealt with a real woman, or they never dealt with or they just not that into you, you know, because if stuff's so vague and so dry, then that's probably how they view you. So they ain't probably trying to take you serious. When a man trying to take you serious, he's going to have conversation. You know, he's going to call you. He's going to FaceTime you. And if he is texting you, he's going to have enthusiasm throughout the text. He's going to have charisma throughout the text. He's going to want to pick your brain. I'm pretty sure I could think of some more, but that's what I got off the top of my head. Ladies, hopefully you could take this advice, and if y'all could add any more that you think I forgot, go ahead on and add it down in the comment section below. If you like the video, go ahead on and like. If you're not subscribed, what you're waiting for, go ahead on and share this video if you think it was a pretty good video. And if you got any ideas for the kid, man, go ahead on and email me at nocapnofilter7@gmail.com for anything that you want me to react to or anything that you want me to speak on. But until then, I'm out.